The night hung heavy, its darkness pressing against the windows of my house like a malevolent force. Rain tapped against the glass, creating a haunting melody that echoed the unease settling in the air. I had always considered my home a sanctuary, but that night it became the battleground for a horror I could not comprehend. It started innocently enough, the sound of footsteps in the hallway, faint but distinct. I dismissed it as my imagination, the creaks and groans of an old house playing tricks on my mind. Yet a lingering sense of discomfort gnawed at the edges of my consciousness. As I lay in bed, sleep eluded me. The rhythmic patter of rain outside should have been soothing, but an undercurrent of tension persisted. I tried to push away the ominous feeling, attributing it to the stormy weather, but my instinct screamed otherwise. A sudden chill enveloped the room, and the air thickened with an otherworldly presence. I sat up, my senses on high alert. A silhouette materialized at the foot of my bed, a dark form that seemed to defy the shadows. Panic seized me as I realized the intruder was not human. The figure shifted, contorting into shapes that defied the laws of nature. A shapeshifter, a creature of ancient malevolence drawn to the vulnerability of the night. Its eyes, pools of darkness that absorbed the feeble light in the room, fixed on me with predatory intent. Fear paralyzed me as the shapeshifter lunged. Its form twisted and writhed, a nightmarish dance of fluidity. I dodged, narrowly avoiding its grasp, my heart pounding in my chest. Adrenaline surged and survival instinct kicked in. I bolted from the bed, rushing down the hallway, the shapeshifter in relentless pursuit. Rooms blurred as I sprinted through the labyrinth of my house, the creature's shape-shifting abilities allowing it to navigate the space with a natural speed. The air became charged with malevolence, and the walls seemed to close in, as if the house itself conspired with the intruder. In a desperate bid to escape, I barricaded myself in a small room, gasping for breath. The rain outside intensified, a symphony of chaos that masked the sound of my ragged breathing. I strained to hear any sign of the shapeshifter outside the door. Silence. Minutes stretched into eternity as I waited, my senses heightened to the slightest disturbance. Just as the illusion of safety settled over me, the doorknob began to turn. Dread washed over me, and I pressed myself against the door, using my body weight to resist the intruder's entry. The shape-shifter, undeterred, pressed against the door with inhuman strength. Its form oozed through the cracks, a grotesque manifestation of the darkness itself. I braced myself, a surge of primal fear coursing through my veins. Then, as abruptly as it began, the pressure on the door ceased. I cautiously opened it, half expecting the shapeshifter to reveal its true form. Instead, the hallway lay empty, devoid of any supernatural presence. The rain outside had subsided, leaving behind an eerie calm. I hesitated, unsure whether the creature had truly departed or if it lurked in the shadows, biding its time. Every creak and rustle of the house taunted me, my imagination playing tricks in the aftermath of the encounter. Dawn broke on the horizon, casting a feeble light that filtered through the windows. Exhausted and on edge, I ventured cautiously through the house, searching for any lingering traces of the shapeshifter. But it was as if the creature had never been there, leaving me to question my sanity in the wake of a nightmarish reality. Days turned into nights, and the fear lingered like a shadow. Sleep became a fleeting luxury, and every creak of the house sent shivers down my spine. I researched ancient lore, seeking answers to the inexplicable terror that had invaded my life. According to the tales, shapeshifters were ancient entities with a hunger for the essence of a living. They roamed the boundaries of reality, slipping through the veil between worlds to feed on the fear and despair of mortals. My encounter had marked me, leaving an indelible connection between my world and the realm of the shapeshifter. Desperation led me to seek guidance from those who claimed knowledge of the supernatural. I underwent rituals of protection, surrounded myself with talismans, and sought solace in incantations passed down through generations. But the fear persisted, an ever-present reminder of the night the shapeshifter had infiltrated my home. As weeks passed, the encounters dwindled, and a fragile semblance of normalcy returned. Yet I lived with the knowledge that the shapeshifter lurked in the shadows, an ancient force biding its time. The line between reality and nightmare blurred, and my once safe haven became a battleground for forces beyond comprehension. In the dead of night, I would catch glimpses of shifting shadows, a reminder that the shapeshifter was not a memory but a living nightmare. The creature had tasted my fear, and the bond between us endured a tenuous thread that bound me to the supernatural realm. And so I lived with the constant awareness that the shapeshifter could return at any moment, its form twisting and contorting in the darkness. The night held secrets, and I, marked by the encounter, walked a thin line between the tangible and the inexplicable, forever haunted by the shapeshifter that sought to consume my very soul.